He hated daily routine and despondency most of all. This man constantly set himself new tasks and achieved them using all means. The life of Benjamin Disraeli, the outstanding political figure of the Victorian age, looked like a novel full of brilliant characters and amazing adventures. The future British Prime Minister, Benjamin Disraeli, was born in London on the 21st of December, 1804, into a bourgeois Jewish family. From his childhood, Benjamin dreamt of reaching the top of the social scale that was inaccessible for a Judaic boy. At the age of 12, Benjamin took the first step to his future career. He was baptized in the Anglican Church. The measured and boring life of a London lawyer, which Benjamin's father intended for his son, didn't attract the youth. The ambitious Disraeli set himself the task of becoming the British Prime Minister by the age of 30, and was not ashamed to speak about it, repeating that the secret of success was in the ability to not miss a chance. Disraeli tried to make money from profiteering. Then he attempted to organize a large national newspaper, but it didn't succeed financially. Then 20-year-old Benjamin wrote the novel Vivian Grey that was a scandalous success. The readers easily identified the negative characters depicted in the novel with the well-known politicians. The young literary man became famous. Using smartly the subtle flattery and the gift of eloquence which God had gifted him, smartly, Benjamin, who was not noble and lived in strained circumstances, found influential patronesses that opened the way to the high society for him. Now the necessary acquaintances were struck up. The road to the political Olympus was clear, but it took him some time to attain success. After failing at the elections, which he contested as an independent candidate 3 times, Benjamin joined the Tory party in 1835. His opponents, the Liberals, called him Shylock, after a Jewish usurer from Shakespeare's play hinting at his Judaic origin. But in spite of the conspiracies of his political rivals, 33-year-old Benjamin Disraeli became a member of the British Parliament after 5 years of fight. On becoming a member of the House of Commons, Disraeli found himself in the center of the political life of the great empire that determined the fate of Europe. He adapted to a situation easily, and he wasn't burdened with moral principles of hereditary aristocrats. Thereby, he paved the way for his own aim, that is, the position of Prime Minister. In spite of his Jewish origin, Disraeli was considered to be the best orator in the Parliament and became the leader of the Conservative Party. His political platform was his own theory of public Toryism. Disraeli wanted to unite the heterogeneous British society in a single nation and provide common people with proper facilities and conditions in life. He reiterated, "A palace can't be calm while a hut is unhappy." Owing to the flexibility of his character, Disraeli easily came to terms with people having different social and property status. Among his friends were millionaire Rothschild and the unknown childless widow Bridget Williams, who bequeathed him a big fortune. In 1839, Disraeli married Mary Ann, the widow of the businessman who supported him financially during the election campaign. This marriage of convenience turned out to be happy, though Mary was 12 years older than Benjamin. Mary Ann joked that if it were possible, Benjamin would certainly marry her for the second time, but that time it would be love match. Benjamin Disraeli managed to win the favor of the first aristocrat of the country, Queen Victoria. As Chancellor of the Exchequer, Disraeli dealt with the composition of information letters for the Queen. They used to be boring and bare listing of facts, and the new Chancellor told her about the activities of the House of Commons in a lively and picturesque style. At first, Victoria considered Benjamin an upstart and a casual man in politics. But later she was imbued with respect for him and liked him. He realized the dream of his youth and became Prime Minister of Great Britain only at the age of 64. In 1874, he headed the government for the second time. The far-sighted Disraeli was able to purchase the stocks of the Suez Canal, neutralized the growing influence of Russia, and contributed to declaring Queen Victoria Empress of India. As a reward for this, Disraeli was made Earl of Beaconsfield. When the Conservatives were defeated in the elections of 1880, the former Prime Minister left London and settled at his estate in Hughenden. Disraeli could not stand inactivity and returned to literary work. He died on the 19th of April, 1881. Disraeli had to fight for money, title, and power, for all that others received from birth. Obstacles and failures just strengthened his will. And if the estimations of his political activities are still contradictory, nobody doubts in the truth of the patriotic aspirations and the literary gift of Benjamin Disraeli.